Hello, everyone. I have something to say to you, and it's not going to stop. Like I said, I have something to say to you, and it's not going to stop. And basically, the tribulation is at hand, yes, but we also must have to suffer the tribulation. All of us must have to suffer the tribulation. But if you die first, well, all of us who are going to live, and not the elders, but just all of us who are young, we're all gonna we may as well just have to suffer the tribulation. Now you have heard about the technology and you've heard of technology and things taking over your lives. Anyway, um, the rapture is going to be the thing that's the last thing that's going to happen until a major event happens where all the sinners die. Now, we might actually even have, we're gonna have all the waters being poisoned, like a third of the animals die, and a third of the people die, and a third of everything dies because of the oceans dying. And then we have a third more where because of rivers and animals dying because of the rivers and streams. Because that's 2/3 of the people right there dying because the rivers and streams are filled with blood red water because it's all death in there. So they're gonna all turn blood red. And that will mean that the 2/3 of everyone is gonna die. And then that means that it's gonna last for a short time, but it means that there's very few people that will have families left over. That if our whole family's left over, that would be a very strange thing. Maybe it's because they live far away from the streams and waters. But if we have a very strong family that does not really rely on water, then good for you. If you do not, then you're pretty much dead. Trying to do it. Sorry about that. Now, everyone on the coastal, a good majority of them are going to die first because they're not tough without water. And then everyone in the center of the land, many of them will live, especially people in the deserts. So basically, anyone that lives in the deserts and not near the ocean, those people are going to live easily because they're not relying on water, but maybe not so easily, actually, because the desert will make them go thirsty. So anyone living in the desert, if your water's turning blood red, please go away from the desert and into the cold air. Actually, not in the cold air, but more like in the regular air, because that will make you survive, actually. And that's how you easily survive. And because you cannot miss the tribulation, because if you see that the Antichrist is here and he's reigning in power and all these things happen, do not be unfaithful and commit suicide anywhere. Do not put yourself down because you thought you missed the rapture, because you still have a chance during the tribulation to get together. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last. No one knows how long it's going to last because many people say it's going to be 7 years. But to my opinion, I don't think it's 7 years. I think it's a little less or a little more. But I'm gonna read this one thing to you because a lot of you missed it last time. Anyway, it's gonna go in another dimension, like always. Let's click on, yeah. Boom. There we go. And boom. Right. Let's X this one out. We don't need this. Boom. Boom. Here we go. I actually saw something. Hey guys. Did you just comment on mine? Because I have to get out. Get out. I think I saw a comment. Is this important? Nah, it's not. All right. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's just ignore that for now. If you saw that, I am sorry about that. It's just, not really thing we need to see right now. And of course, if you subscribe to them, you don't have to know them very well. You just have to find them. That's one thing I have to tell you right now is that if you do, if you know me, then that's good. Then subscribe. If you don't know me, which I think it is the case of, then you can either even know me or just subscribe to me if you don't mind. So yeah, let's look up in Matthew chapter 24, and this is my verse I know about very well. Let's start with the last one. All right, verse 46 through 51. Blessed is that servant who his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Really I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if the evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and he shall I almost missed it. So, but if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and let me say something. Something. This is very important, guys, because he says he delays it. Another word for that is my Bible. But delay is a more important word. It's 47, 48. Yeah, he says, no, won't be back for a while. So, yeah, won't be back for a while, delay. He never, well, the Bible I have, that's not as accurate as the one over here, because this is very important. He says, my Lord delays his coming, but he does not delay anything, guys. He does not delay anything. Let me tell you that right now. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and eat and drink with the drunken. Well, that's not good. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint his portion with the hypocrites. And there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, which means cut him asunder, means cut in pieces. Now, this is evidence. Okay, this one's a very important one right here. This is after Jesus says, see not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Okay. Then the next thing he says, when everyone says privately, when will these things be? He says, beware, take heed, that none man deceive you. That is the most important thing right there. And I'm going to say this right now. No one, almost nothing on the internet is true. Remember that. But the whole Bible is true, which I pretty much preach right now. And as you can see, this is the Bible on the internet, and this is true, and this is the King James Version, and this is very much true. So the internet is pretty much full of lies, except for this part. Remember this. And take heed that no man deceive you, like false prophets, false teachers, and the liars. Those are the three people you have to take heed for. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and I shall deceive many. Now, what Jesus means by this is that the Christ could be a god of the internet, or it shall be a false prophet or a false teacher. Anything that is replacing Christ, or anything that says, I am Christ, those are things of the internet. And that used to be the television. So basically, Seat was real in the 80s, so that was, yeah. And then that was the first part. That was the most important part, but we also have this. And then we also had, I am the Christ and shall deceive many, and that means replacing Christ and basically replacing for the computers and internet. And then we also have live stream. So it's everything. It's all the liars. And then ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And I believe we already have that. And we already have rumors of wars. Now, that was also true in World War II and World War I. But, wars everywhere. That's actually today, guys. And anyway, wars and rumors of wars. Rumors of wars didn't happen until I don't know, I believe the 60s, where people were saying peace, not war. So that was full-fledged right there. That was in between the false Christ and in between. It was also in between the so it's in between wars and false Christ. So you'll get the point anyway later on. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, anyway, what's it then? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. And that. So that's not done. That's not done yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. World War I, World War II, you know that. And there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Ever hear of polio? Ever hear of autism? Ever hear of Down syndrome and all that? And those are some of the pestilences. Then we also have new STDs and all that jazz. And we have things like polio and new diseases coming every year and month and possibly week. It's not good. And the major diseases, more like once every year, although it's now more like once every month, every few months. I don't know. and earthquakes, famines. We have many famines in all over the world, especially in Africa and in every part of the world that has a Muslim has Muslims and hate. It seems, but especially every area that has war, especially some parts of Africa. Many of those places have famines. And let me tell you, famines come after wars. So really, glad World War II didn't cause famines. Although now we all have famines because we're taking resources away. Oh, that. When people take resources away, famines happen. And everyone knows that. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. So that's the first part. We're actually in the first part. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and each shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Now, basically, I think that means that anyone that truly follows Christ and actually preaches His name, everyone that preaches His name, you know, I believe there will be laws that mean that if you believe in Christ, or if you basically if you say that Jesus loves you or anything like that, or if you live by Jesus' commands, and they know that you are a true Christian, anyone not following a certain law or laws, that means you'll be killed. And then many shall be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate it in another. Many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he shall endure to the end. The same shall be saved. Well, guys, this is unfortunate. When you take Christians away, this is a domino effect, guys. This is a real domino effect. Anyone that is, anyone that anyone that takes Christianity away and take it all away and then put laws against Christianity and true Christianity, that means sin will be everywhere. It'll be like the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, where there'll be many sins, like sins committed by many people, and it shall be like 5 years and 100, because Christianity was taken. Christianity has been taken away. Maybe even same with Jews, but nope. I would say only Christianity would be that case. So let's go to the one below, because I have figured things out. But he that shall, okay. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right. But, that is the end. But really, has the rapture happened yet? Well, we have the end, but the rapture hasn't happened yet. Not until the end. Notice this. He does not delay his coming. Remember that. But he also is patient. So he comes at a time when everyone is about to lose their faith. So he comes at a perfect time. He collects the dead first, and then he collects the living. And then all the sinners shall die. It's not going to be pretty. Anyway, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, who readeth, let him understand. So basically, this means, you know what, guys? This probably involves the Jews, and this probably also involves the Christians. What's going on here is many Christians will be offended by what he did, for what the statue brought up. There'll be laws going from Judea, and let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains. So it's going to be the holy place. So it's probably the Mount of Olives. I don't know what. Well, Judea. Let's look at Judea. Okay. Let's see. Judea. Map. Ooh, wow. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. Hi, yeah. So let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. So that means you're not going to cities, leave the cities, because, as a matter of fact, leave Judea completely. Because in Jerusalem, there will be desolation. Like, you know, there will be many sinful actions, false everything. Everything will be false. And there will be no God. There will be no law of God, and excuse me. Everyone that's in Judea, that stays in Judea, well, I don't know what's going to happen, but because the true Christian of Judea might just die because of the laws, and then the Antichrist will reign in, I believe, Judea, maybe from Rome or wherever, maybe from the United States, and anyone left will be a complete sinner, and there will be only sin in Judea, and that will be a major problem. And let's look. Oh, dear. Let's look at Jude. There we go. Oh, man. Just do that. And as you can see, it's shaped like a, gosh. All right. So it's facing north. So anything, wow. Mm-hmm. As you can see, it's shaped like a tabernacle. It's shaped like a tabernacle. And what I mean by tabernacle is like the tabernacle that faces north. Unfortunately, unfortunately, the tabernacle really faces east, which in that instance I'll be probably north of that. I don't know. No. All right. So facing east means there'll be Hold on. Oh, I rolled myself. This isn't. There we go. Hold on. You can skip this part, guys. Don't worry. Ezekiel. Sorry, I don't know. I think it's Ezekiel. Yep. Sorry, wrong one. Hold on. Yep, this is it. Yep, they're facing east. So basically, this faces north. God's true tabernacle faces west. So west is let me get this right. So anything facing west, and that goes east. So that's west. Actually, it's east. And dyslexic. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, this is northeast. Oh, this is west. Sorry, I was like, so this is west. This is east. And south is like west. West, yep. That's north. That's and I'll be like in the east, and I'll be in the north. Far away too. So whatever that means, you can interpret that. And I'll be at the lake's end, the river's end, which is like spreading the rivers and oh dear, excuse me. And I'll be in the river's end, and it will be a cool mansion. Not like gold, but will be something like shining like white, or like pearl, or something like that. It'll be like the Italian pearl, so not Italian pearl, but Italian colors of pearl, if you know what I mean. It'll be like golden pearl anyway, so that's cool. But the outdoor will be like white pearl, and the indoors will be like the golden pearl. Pretty cool, right? That's if I don't mess up. At the end, it's going to be that bad. But this is very far away from what's going on. So now let's go back to this Bible, okay? Because I just found something interesting, okay? Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. That means nobody shall be in Judea, as you can see. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of the house. And that means everything it will be left standing there and rotting and rusting. Oh, excuse me, darn it. Ah, dear. You have to let him, which is in the field, return back to take his clothes. That'll be some cold to add, dude. And woe unto them that are with a child, and give them suck to those days. And that'll be quite unfortunate, guys. That second time that's happened, If you don't know, look at history. Right when the temple was that false temple was built there. But there's still Christians there, so that does not make sense. Pray that take your flight not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation. Now Sabbath day, Saturday, right? I wonder what they do on Sabbath day because that's Saturday, and maybe that's when the military's out, and in the winter, that's when bad things happen in the winter. That's maybe when there are many storms in Judea. I'm not there, but there will be problems. And on Sabbath day, on that Sabbath day, on Sabbath day, it's probably when everyone is militarized. It's not good. They'll probably be shooting rockets at planes, and there will be more plane crashes and car crashes possibly in Judea. So that's not good. For then shall be great tribulation, such as it was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor shall it ever be. Nor ever shall it be. So that means he does not want to happen. He will make it out. He will come with his force to not to make it happen or let it happen. Except those days should be shortened. There should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sakes, those days shall be shortened. So there will be so in the winter, there will be great tribulation, and in the Sabbath days there will be missiles. So yeah, I don't think that will be good. So if anything is true, I believe the rapture, or the rapture, or the God's taking of the children, his children. That means that I think it's going to happen either late winter or early spring. But we don't know when it's going to happen. It could be any time. And when he says it's shortened, probably means fall to spring and all that. And if anyone says it's happening in fall, that's not good. That's really bad. And when these things happen, it's going to be fast. And his delays are not happening. He never delays anything. Let that get out of your mind. Because anyone that says there shall be a delay, they'll be partying, getting drunk, and they'll be saying greatly. Let me get that straight to you. Anyone. And then any man shall say unto you, Lo, here's Christ, or there believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, shall deceive the very elect. Now let me get it straight to you guys, since some of you didn't listen to that other one. Please, my friends, please. Christ will come he will come expectedly, but he will come with a brilliant flash. He will come with a huge noise. It's going to be fantastic. Everyone will know about it, not just you. How many then? So it's so we have 1, 1, 1, 2. Oh, where is it? Bother. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So this is 5. I must have missed one. I don't know. Maybe there's 5. So this will be the 6th one. It's like 7 problems, but it's like 7 years. This is the 6th one. All right, so this is the 5th. Okay, 5. So this is the 5th one. Only 5 problems of then before the rapture happens. Then that will be the 6th one. Note that the Antichrist does come at the 4th and 5th. Then, which means that you know that literally means that anyone that is clearly just I'm losing my mind right now. What it means is that the rapture doesn't happen, and it only happens after the Great Tribulations. Let me tell you, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And that's kind of straightforward right there. That means that basically every disaster will happen. That's like in the winter, and it's immediately after. So that's okay. That's probably the 6th one. I kind of skipped a few, but for as the lightning cometh out of the east, shineth unto the west, shall show the Son of Man be. For where the carcass is, will the eagles be gathered together. Those are basically timing. That's like when. That's how to find the end times. Is by when you're looking for the end times, it'll make sense to you in those days. In those days, my goodness. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then now see, it's the 8th, right? All the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of trumpet, and they shall gather his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender, and putteth its leaf, you know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. All right. He also says that heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Also, he also said, but the day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And he said, I don't even know the time. Not even anyone, nor the angels. No one can tell you the time, not even the Holy Spirit, not even Jesus, only the Father. And I don't even know the time, and I know it's not delayed. I don't even know when there will be great lawlessness or laws against Christianity. I don't even know if it's even when Donald Trump is in play, or if there's anything to do with Donald Trump. I know that the fact that it could be from Rome, maybe even the United States, or maybe it's somewhere else. You don't even know. Could even be from Israel itself. You just don't know. I don't even know if it's 4 hills of Israel, but well, no, not 4 hills. I don't even know if it's 7 hills of Israel, because that could be in Jerusalem, where Jesus was crucified. That would make sense. did say to flee from Judea, which kind of, yeah, that's kind of scary, guys. And then we get to this part. So yeah, let me tell you something. Where false Christ? Oh, there we go. Yeah. To stand in the holy place. So yeah, the abomination of desolation shall stand in the holy place. Yep. And that shall be, actually, yeah, even worse. The holy place right now is those walls, and in that temple, they shall redo the temple, and problems will arise. And they're already trying to get around the temple and not convince everyone, but they're trying to get around to into the temple and secretly hide the temple. But we just don't know. Maybe the holy place is something else, but I don't know. I'm not in Jerusalem, so I wouldn't know. But everyone in Judea flee into the mountains. That Judea, it's not going to be good. Remember that. What else shall we go over? Above this, I guess. So you know that there's like the first four and the last three. The first four thens. The first one is I believe right now. Then the second one, that's coming. The third one is an end then. That's yeah, it's invented, yeah. It's third one, fourth one. Fifth one's fast. Sixth one's fast. Immediately after those tribulation, after the tribulation. So yeah, it's after the tribulation. So that's sixth, and yeah, that's seventh and eighth. So it's either seven and eight, but the last four, the first four are slow, the last four are fast. So yeah, it's oh boy, anyone who reads this better have understanding, because everyone, this is straightforward. Anyone in Judea has to flee, and they have to flee the land of Judea. Because it would be so bad if they're nursing their babies, because you're gonna have to leave them behind, and that's gonna kill them. Either that, or they're gonna have to leave them behind, because that's an extra thing to carry, and that's gonna slow them down. Oh, excuse me. Dang it, I'm farting. And that's gonna be a big issue for them. Hope it doesn't end soon, because that means no one's gonna need to have birth in that place, and everyone's gonna have to have birth. All the ladies that are young, they have to give birth or give to a new generation. And after the Antichrist comes and basically kills all the people in the town in the Judea. They're not true believers. All the new generation, the brand new generation of the Christians and the true believers, they're going to be cut off. So that means that there's going to be a gap, and who knows what's going to fit that gap. So when he's always in office, that means the rapture is going to have to happen very soon after that. So that's going to be like a few months to maybe less than a year. Just remember that, okay? And to know about this time, well, yeah, well, we're already in this, and I am Christ and shall deceive many. That's the internet. And then when that is replacing Christ and says, I am Christ, that is deceiving everyone. We're already in that time. Wars and rumors of wars, that's obvious. That's basically happening now. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. That's happening right now. And Africa, Europe is already having that. Middle East is always having that. We're always having that. Even Europe and America were involved in World War I and World War II. So it's happening. So, all these are bringing of sorrows. Then they shall deliver. Yep. Then that's you being persecuted greatly. That's like the birth pain. That's like the birth pains. And everything's like a birth pain. It's happening constantly. It's like the lady giving birth at the like the lady giving birth at the end of her time, and that's basically describing what she must have to deal with when there's persecution, and then they shall be offended. That's the third one. That's going to be a shorter one. As you can see, it's getting closer and closer to each other. I believe it's getting closer. Like it's gonna spike. It's really gonna spike, guys. And this is just the beginning. Wait, where's the other then? So this is the third. This is the what? First, second, third. This is the fourth one. Okay, that's good. So that's gonna spike again, and the time's gonna be shorter. And woe to them that are with child, and then give them suck in those days. Okay. How are you going to explain to your child that you must leave now? Especially a baby. Unfortunately, that baby's going to have to die. And yeah, they're going to have to leave them behind, run, and hopefully they don't lose their breath. Because if they're too slow, they're going to die. Because laws are going to pass, and it's not good. And flee. Yeah. You basically pray that your flight is beyond winter, either on the Sabbath day. It's going to be fast. That kind of thing is going to be really fast. For then shall be great tribulation. That's going to be after the laws. That's going to be fast. Great tribulation is going to get really fast. everyone's gonna say, "Oh, there's Christ," because the tribulations are happening. They're gonna really deceive you. Um, and then and then immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be dark. And then that's the moon, the sun shall not give her light, and the moon. That's basically immediately. And then in that sense, trumpet's going to happen as a trumpet, and basically, there's going to be huge noises and huge lights. It'll be quite a light show with angels and God. Oh boy. That's going to be quite a, that's going to be immediate, and that's, everyone's, as a sinner, all of them shall die. That's going to be the most immediate one. Because the dead shall rise first, and then everyone else will rise later on. And there shall be a horde of disaster. Everyone else is going to die. It's going to be it. So it's going faster, guys. It's going really fast. And hopefully, you understand what's going on. And hopefully, you understand exactly what's going to happen next, because you're not going to miss. I don't want you to miss the tribulation by committing suicide, and I hope you don't miss the rapture, because this is going to get serious, guys, and I really don't want to miss anything. So, okay? All right. Hopefully people see this video, and may the video be seen. All right, Ash, I'm going to be done now, okay? Bye.